Hi friends and welcome back to Up Close with Lauren Show and Tell. So today's episode is going to be another special one. So again, the toy gods have blessed me with such a magnificent action figure. This is a first for me. And this is my first ever Supergirl from McFarlane Toys. Yay! Yes, this is my first ever Supergirl from McFarlane Toys. I wasn't able to buy the previous version. I didn't even see it in any of our local stores, and then it got sold out pre-orders, so I wasn't able to buy one. And then the other one, the new 52 version, I didn't care much for it, but this one is amazing, looks amazing. I'm gonna tell something about this figure. I just saw it. When I first saw it, it was kind of like, oh, it's amazing, and then I kind of like, when you see it, you won't be able to see the figure the same way. Okay, but anyway, let us review this Supergirl. This is Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow version from DC Direct. Of course, it's McFarlane Toys DC Direct line. It's one of these page punchers with the comics at the back. Okay, it's different packaging. So let's review this Supergirl from McFarlane Toys. Join me. Okay, so here you have the stand, the trading card, and you can pause it there. Unfortunately, no flight stand again. You have this comics that you can read through. Okay, DC, and this is Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Alright, and of course you have the action figure here with an extra pair of hands and a sword and a grimacing look Supergirl. Alright, let's take it, Supergirl, out of its clamshell. So here she is, Supergirl, saluting us, holding the sword. Just look how magnificent this action figure is. Just look at that. Nice cape, gorgeous. You can see the facial sculpt. Not a smiling Supergirl, but I think that's in from the comics. Nice emblem. I love the belt. I love the flow of the skirt. And so the only drawback of this action figure that I can see, I don't know if you can actually see it in video form, but I'm just gonna remove this here. So the color, the hue of red that they use for the knees and the ball joints for the feet, they're different colors from the legs, from the boots. Okay, so you cannot unsee it. Once you've seen it, you cannot unsee it. And that makes it look weird. Right? I wouldn't say awful, but it's just weird. There you go. So let's have a look at Supergirl. Head sculpt. Head sculpt is nice. Okay. Head sculpt is nice. The hair is of course sculptured hair, so you cannot do much head movement. You're kind of restricted from that hair. But I like the flow of the plastic, the sculpt of the plastic, and hardly has any articulation for looking down nor for looking up, which again is unfortunate. But nice paint job for the eyes. Nice profile. Love the color of the hair and the face itself, the skin tone I like. And you have torso, no problem. You could hardly even make her look down, up a little bit, but hardly have anything. So flying pose, like so. The head is looking down instead of forward. So again, an unfortunate thing just because of the head, the hair sculpt here. And you have the same ball joints, the same butterfly joints rather. You have your bicep joints and double jointed elbows. It's quite unusual for me to review a female character from McFarlane Toys just because he hasn't done a lot of. And look at that. The karate chop. The flow of the skirt is nice. And apparently it's the same sculpt of the bottom for the first, compared to the first Supergirl. And this one completely hid that atrocious butt. But yeah, it's very nice. Love the boots. And double jointed knees. Again, awful that the color hue of plastic that they used there is completely different. And just your regular ball joints here. And she's wearing flats and your toe articulation. So would you buy this Supergirl? Yes, especially there's hardly any Supergirl release from McFarlane Toys. Cape is wired cape, wired on the sides and at the bottom. I don't know if I like that one. I think I just prefer it to be on this side instead of whole three sides there because it makes it look odd, right? Anyway, I love that you have the emblem here on the cape itself. All in all, I love it. I love it. I'm glad that I have it. It's hard to find nowadays. It just got released in Canada and you could hardly even find it. So quite happy and glad that I was able to find one. So here she is with that alternate fist. I'm just reenacting that cover of Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Nice. I'm so happy to actually have her in my possession. Amazing. So here she is with Wonder Woman Classic from McFarlane Toys. As you can see, she is a lot shorter than Wonder Woman. Mind you, this Wonder Woman is quite tall, but she's like a younger sister of Wonder Woman here. And here you have Wonder Woman designed by McFarlane Toys. Again, you can see how short she is. I think it scaled pretty well because I think Supergirl is supposed to be shorter. I just don't know if it's actually supposed to be this short, eh? And here she is compared to Wonder Woman of Batman 66 from McFarlane Toys as well. Here's the Mezco Galgado Wonder Woman. And here she is with Philippines Darna. And here they are, classic Superman with Crypto. They all look gorgeous. Just look at that. I think that this trio looks so nice just because in the comics here you can see Crypto right there and there's Crypto there now. Just nice. Love this cousins, the cousins and the super dog, Crypto the super dog. So friends, I think I'm going to end this video here. I like her. I don't love her, but I like her. Glad that I have her. It's gonna be a good add-on to my super heroine here at the back. And yeah, I don't know, there's something missing in this action figure. I can understand the facial expression, because the comics, I guess, calls to have that expression. It's based on that Woman of Tomorrow action comics storyline. But again, the colors of the knees and the ball joints here, that's a total miss. Not being able to raise the head up for a flight pose is definitely a major drawback of the figure. Okay, so flying like this, it doesn't look nice. The fact that as well the cape is wired all over instead of just on the side, I think it's more difficult to create that flow, that free flow, just because it's stiff like that. But nevertheless, I still like it, and like I said, I'm quite happy, feel lucky to have her, because she is difficult to find. I have another Supergirl of Melissa Benoit, the Supergirl TV series. I have her in a box. I actually forgot to do that. So friends, if you haven't, and if you like this video, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my channel as well, and don't forget to click the bell. And like what I usually say, always be kind to yourself, always be kind to other people, love your toys, love your collection no matter what they are. Until my next episode, friends, I'll see you soon, and thank you. Bye.